But basically, I've had to buy this as a tester because I don't like sending out ECUs and not being able to test them. So this is now to basically, I'm not going to mention how much I paid for this car, but let's just say it was cheap. Now, for the eagle-eyed viewers, and I'm going to point there. For the eagle-eyed viewers, you may recognize this car. Now, if you ever heard of JM, this is actually the car that JM reviewed. Basically, it's an outstanding joke that basically says that these engines are bulletproof. I bought this because the engine went bang. Or so I thought. So as you can see, that quite clearly sounds like engine knock. Now, it ain't knocking no more. It turned up, no knocking. Now, there is a few things wrong with it. I have already done some work to this car. I'm not gonna lie, I have worked on this car already. So this is a 1991. Obviously, we've still left all the stickers on because it kind of looks cool. And I basically haven't had time to take anything off. So this is how I've bought it. Obviously, there's a few bits and pieces. So it's got Lexus wheels on it, brand new tyres, brand new coilovers. They are cheap ones, so they probably will be coming off, which is a shame. But all the interior is actually quite nice. That was where the LPG used to be, so ignore that big hole. But as you can see, the interior is actually quite nice, beautiful. Like, there's not really any tears in it, not any real dinks or dents. Like, everything seems to work, ignore all that. Aftermarket radio, we've got the ultrasonic cleaners. It's only done like 100 and something odd thousand miles. It's not done a lot. It's not a bad little motor, so I don't really know what to do with it. I'm thinking time about water pump regardless. I'm either going to sell it, I might keep it, I might turbo it, I might supercharge it, I might drift it, who knows. But maybe you guys decide. What do you think I should do to this? Keep it standard, keep it pretty clean, or just full out? Bear in mind, the 1J, I've decided is just going to be an absolute animal. So the history of the car is basically the guy that owned it before me, a guy named Simon, really nice bloke. He's had the car for several years. He's the one that got it reviewed by JM. Loved the car from all intents and purposes that I'm aware of. Like, it's got brand new tyres on it. It's got new coilovers on it. Like, I think he was just about to slap an exhaust on it. It's got an aftermarket stereo in it. It looks like it's pretty much fully loaded. So Simon loved this. He's done some work to it. He went to Rags to Rome, or whatever it's called, and it overheated in Bulgaria. So he's filled it up with water because he couldn't find anything. It's overheated again. So he sent me the video that you've just watched, and obviously I've just gone, right, that sounds like engine knock to me, engine rebuild. He asked if I was interested in buying the car. I gave him a price. We agreed the price, job done. Guy goes and picks it up from Bulgaria, drops it off at my house, starts the car, no knocking. Strange. So we know the car has seriously overheated. Like, Simon has explained to me that basically it went into the red. He didn't notice it initially, and it was ridiculously hot. So it's massively overheated. So it probably needs head gaskets, but at the moment, this is going to be the intro to this because we're going to be doing some work on the I keep saying 1J. So we're going to be doing some work on the 1UZ, on the V8. It had an LPG system, and the LPG system was done very well, I have to admit. I wanted to get rid of that LPG system because it seems to be running fine, but it won't rev. So I've got a funny feeling the LPG computer was causing some problems. So this is where I am at the moment, mate. As you can see, all the plenum's off, all the LPG's out, and what they'd done was they'd actually cut all the injector wires and bypassed it all. So I've got rid of all the wiring, the accumulator, which was actually hooked up to your heater system, which was leaking, by the way, which you never would have known because it was all the way back there, but that was leaking. ECU's gone, all the wiring loom's gone, so it's starting to look like a standard engine again. But yeah, hopefully by the weekend that'll be up and running, and I'll let you know where we are. Still running a bit rough. Like, idling really badly, put your foot to the floor, nothing. Like it would rev, if you gave it like 20%, it would rev quite happily. If you gave it any more than that, like full beans, it was just like, and then sort of like had a little hissy fit. So anyway, I thought, right, spoke to Simon, have you ever done plugs and leads? No. So thinking, right, well, this is massively overheated. I don't really want to spend a fortune on it because I'm still forging the 1J. So I thought, let's just change the plugs and the leads. That's where the problem started. Pulled the HT leads out, nothing, like literally a little bit of plastic come out with like loads of wiring, none of the rubber ends, nothing. So I was like, oh. So all 8 had literally melted themselves inside. So I've spent 6 hours last weekend with a pick, picking out bits of rubber and plastic. There's the HT leads, and yeah, there's the rest of the HT leads, and some more over there, and some of the spark plug. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but basically it's got so hot that the end of the HT leads have actually melted inside them, and I've had to smash the spark plugs out to get to them. There is the remains of the spark. Like I had to smash the hell out of the spark plugs just to get all of this out. So that is the remains of a HT lead, which had basically melted inside. And oh, there we go, there's another one. So that had literally melted inside. Like, shame you can't feel it, but it's all gone all fucking gooey and disgusting. But yeah, so basically all of these had come off the loom. Like that's the remainder of what was in there. So we've now changed the plugs and the leads, and it is running sweet as a nut. Problem is, there was no coolant in that engine. So for those of you that don't know, there is like a bypass plug on the top of the thermostat. So I've changed the thermostat as well because I thought overheating, it's probably a thermostat related. So I have filled up the engine with just water, just to see what happens. Filled up the system with water, went to go and bleed it just to see what happens. And literally I have got water pissing out of the cam belt. I mean pissing out. So I think I found the source of the overheating. So I've just taken that off, which is above the thermostat, because I put a new thermostat in because it did that thing. See all the water pissing out of the cam belt? That's water. So that hissing noise was basically the thermostat opening, all the coolant in the system going through there, and basically there's no coolant in the engine whatsoever. So when it's gone through, it's just steam. So I think the water pump is fucked, because that's bad. So, water pump is fucked, which explains why it is overheated, it explains why it's running rough, but oil seems fine, coolant seems fine, there seems to be no mixture, there seems to be no issues, and I think I might get away with head gaskets, but it's going to need timing belt and water pump. My schedule is literally all over the place. I've got ridiculous amounts on. I won't bore you with details, but obviously I've got 2 units. It's costing me an absolute fortune. I can't afford both. I've got the 1J. Like, I've still got Tom's Chaser. There's a massive wiring fault with that. So basically someone's gone and started a standalone ECU and chopped all the wires. So I need his red one as reference. So that'll be a separate video, but it's just basically Tom's got a busy life. So it's a case of, I haven't had time to, well, I've spoken to Tom, but he was on his honeymoon, he got married and all that stuff. Hopefully his car will be coming soon. Then we can do a whole video on his red one and his white one. Obviously my 1J, I will be building the engine because my con rods are now here, but the engine will be coming here and I'll be building the engine. Yeah, it's a bit all over the place. So I apologise that it's literally like, there's no sort of routine whatsoever. But yeah, if you haven't already, then please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel massively. I do have super thanks and all that stuff. So if you want to just randomly give me money, then I'm not going to say no to that. Like, feel free. If you have any ECU problems, then let me know then, because obviously I can test them now. Well, properly test them. and door warranty, so the price is going up. No, I'm joking. So we are getting places. So I'm probably thinking the next couple of months is going to be not quiet, a bit all over the place. I've started a new job as well. So that slowed things down, because obviously when you start a new job, it all goes tits up. So I can't commit to the hours, because I finally got monetized, but what they don't tell you is how much you actually earn. So don't forget to press the buttons. Thank you for watching.